We trade options on the OEX and the SP 500. And using this chart of the SP 500, the SPX, I'd like to use it to briefly describe our trading approach and what you could expect to receive by subscribing to our service. This chart represents a general version of our trading plan. Each evening, I send out to our subscribers a specific plan showing our positions that are in place and what we're expecting to look for the next trading day, so that when these things are confirmed during the course of each trading day in real time, our subscribers have an idea as to what we're doing and how we're going to execute our plan when I send out the specific trades by way of the Yahoo Messenger program. And so, in general, what we're looking for are major pivot areas, major areas of support and resistance in these markets, and when they're confirmed in the intraday, place trades, place option trades. And in our case, what I've always tried to do is position myself in the market with positions that are financed by the market. So in this instance, we actually traded both the longer term pivot move options along with some real short term oriented options to benefit from this reaction. In the S&P, these reactions can be anywhere from 20 to 25 points. And that's a great way to finance these positions over time. We did the same thing up here when the market was trading above 1500 on the S&P. We established some long 1350 puts with the market's money, and we were able to make our way all the way down to 1350. We traveled over 150 basis points on the S&P with an option. And then along the way, when we saw areas of support, we participated in these counter trend moves with other options. And we go through and we talk about that each day and send out the alerts by way of the messenger. But what we employ here oftentimes are the weekly expiration options for these very quick moves. Now, what's important about this approach is that oftentimes we find ourselves on both sides of the market with a profit in place, and we can lock in that profit by taking an opposite entry in the market. And in fact, using this as an example, we're long the puts, and then we're participating with long calls in here. These are very short-term oriented, and in fact, for the smaller accounts, they're a wonderful way to participate because we often employ the weekly-based expirations. These trades take maybe a day or a day and a half to unfold. And so it's a great way to add profits to the account and finance the participation in these positions for the longer swing move. You see in some instances where we add to our existing positions with some short-term oriented option positions for, again, these reactions that we expect around our resistance and support areas. And so we're always looking to participate with the market's money, with positions that are financed by the market, and oftentimes we try to find ourselves a way in which we can position ourselves on both sides of the market. And I think those things together have been the reason why I've been consistently profitable over the years. Now, these areas of resistance and support, we discuss those each day in the video, but basically what they are is an analysis over several different time frames on the OEX and the SP 500, and we measure Fibonacci extensions and retracements over multiple time frames. And those that have the greatest preponderance of presence in these markets are what you see here. So if I see a retracement based upon a weekly chart and an extension based upon a daily chart, and then several instances in between on the intraday charts, these areas become important. And I often find that these markets will pivot on those. Now, they represent a framework for how we plan our trades and what we're going to do. And then during the course of the day, in real time, we look for confirmations in and around these areas. And that's when we place our trades, and that's when we set our alerts out. And so by subscribing, you will have a trading plan in place that we know exactly where we're going and what we're trying to achieve. We're going to have a trading plan for the following trading day as to what we're looking to do to adjust our positions. And then we'll have real-time trading alerts going out to adjust those positions as we go. Our website is oexoptionstrading.com, and there's a tab in here where you can select to subscribe to our service. Early on, I went to lots of seminars. This year will mark my 28th year of trading, and I've read lots of books on the subject. And I can't remember the number of times where I sat in seminars or read books, and I was just hoping to find somewhere somebody to just show me what they do. This program, what I've described to you, is with that idea in mind. That you can just watch somebody execute what they do successfully and build a version of it for yourself with your own risk tolerance, with your own profit objectives in mind. But rather than going through a bunch of courseware and books and reading material and spending a whole bunch of money, you can just look and see what somebody does over time and develop a version of it for yourself. That's what this educational program is about, and I'd love for you to join us. Thanks for watching.